problem.
Okay, let's try that. I'm sorry if it looks worse. Streamlabs doesn't seem to be angry at me yet, so ugh, it's angry again.
Well, um, we have ads up that shouldn't be up.
Oh, they probably just respawn.
So activating the skip didn't fix that.
Yeah, no, there's only one mirror activated in here.
Well, that's pretty garbage.
Is it garbage? Had to fit that in somewhere.
As you should.
What'd you say? That's what she said?
I said, as you should.
Oh, got it. Both would have worked.
Me turning my graphics onto 1 so that I can stream. I have VSync off, right? Vertical sync. If I disable VSync, that'll help, right? Oh, okay. It looks okay for now. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I'm so sorry that this keeps happening. I don't want it to be my new stream setup because I just got it and I think it looks really cool. It seemed to get better when I came in here, so and my raid graphics are lower, so
Okay.
it seems to be
Did
better.
all of the did we summon?
Yeah, we just need
we
need a tank.
Do you need a tank for trap?
Who was that? I'm so
Zoning in
sorry.
right now.
Mado.
Yeah, if you wanna go for it.
Okay. Well, I'm heading there.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did send out invites. Maybe he wasn't online or maybe he was in a group.
I'm in here.
Okay, seems to be okay. Somebody text me, but
Now we have 3.
it starts to look bad.
White or Mado can tank, whoever wants to. Okay.
I will go back to healing.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into that before I stream next. Because it did that before, but then I updated my graphics drivers and then it seemed to be okay.
So as an FYI, if you're kind of hanging at the entrance, there's a warlock cabinet up near the trash that we're about to pull. So if you get a summon, just accept it.
Sweet. That would be awesome.
Like
I'm pretty sure
Can
I'm
you
the
guys
only
tell
one that needs
me,
it.
is like the music and the volume of the people in Discord good? I like lowered them a little bit because I know I rewatched one of my streams the other day and it was hard to hear me over the people that were in Discord. So just let me know if it sounds okay, because there's no way for me to test it, I don't think. other than honest feedback. Oh, I better open that Google Doc on my phone. I had to close my internet browser to try and help this stream. So I have to do it on my phone now. Okay. Sorry guys, my internet is not happy today, so I was just fixing a couple things.
No worries. Thanks for resolving them, before we pull.
Me just disconnecting in the middle. Bye!
Get out.
Yeah, I should probably turn off some add-ons here.
I'll have to go fist fight Shaw later.
There you go.
Time to roll a bluff.
We can probably pull trash.
Blunt postponed.
Sorry, Slim.
We good?
Let's see as soon as I start casting abilities, see if my thing stays up. Ooh, I'm taking the big guy in the back. That's fun. I will do raid frames for you as soon as I am no longer in combat.
Careful about the left side.
Hey, can someone come back here and click this for me, please?
Yep.
So it seems to be okay. Now I'm gonna be concerned about my stream all night. It's really annoying that I can't move players or move like the raid frames when we're in combat. I always get itchy eyes when I'm streaming. I don't know why. Whew.
Hit very hard.
Okay, let's get going here.
Hopefully that blunt hits hard, bro.
White.
That's the hope.
Who's healing? Tiger. Sip. Oh, we're in raid combat again. It's actually really annoying that I can't move them when we're in combat. For anyone that doesn't play WoW, I move them here because then they make more sense here, because healers often like mouse over to heal. So it's easier if like all of the healers and all of the tanks are kind of in the same area. I'm also explaining for Ari because she's my #1 supporter and she has literally never played WoW a day in her life, but she always has my stream on because she is the best human in the world. And I know that she's watching. Okay, Mado. Sip
Grubsy.
Oh, nicey.
and Toki.
BOE?
Did she get BOE?
Wait, didn't you get one yesterday?
Those are nice.
E's
Dang.
banned. E's banned from raid. She keeps taking all the. Oh,
No,
she didn't. She didn't get one
Shimano got
last
the
time.
other one.
Unban. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Shimano got 2 right, didn't he?
No.
Shimona's like, no.
got-
No one needs to ban me. What are you talking about?
Shimona's banned.
Wasn't that Saldona who got the BOEs?
The witch.
Yeah, the 131s.
Yeah. The $20 BOEs.
That was Saldona? I thought that was Javius.
Only ever done
Obvious-
one.
Obviously, nobody's paying attention to loot.
We're all wrong.
Slim's just high the whole time, so it's okay.
That's not wrong either.
He has an excuse.
Very accurate.
You're high all the time.
Speaking of BOEs.
Scout, can you not attack your
Oh,
sister while I'm
dang.
streaming? Thanks.
Okay,
Alright,
Jimana.
Jimana's banned.
Yeah.
He got a BOE again? Okay.
Same
Same one.
one.
Get out of here.
Kicked.
Jamana has been kicked from the guild.
Bye, Jimana.
I donate
Man, I
some
totally
of
would
it.
love that.
Oh, we pulled.
I put that
side.
sucker on.
I don't remember who it was, but someone was like very new to raid with us in Nyalotha, and they like tried to give me a BOE to roll off, and I was like, no, go to the auction house.
I
Do not
remember
give
that.
that to me.
Was a
I think you said it just like that too. You were like, no.
Yeah, I was like, get that away from me. Jamana, get that away from me. Take that to the auction house. He just whispered it to
Jimana, you
He
will
just
get
whispered
that.
it to me. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
roll
he's
off
bragging.
your BOE.
He's not trying to roll it for you. He's bragging.
if it was
And look what I
left-
got.
Well, I have
that
a
was lead,
210 cape,
steal it
Jamana.
from
Get
you.
out of here.
And he was worried
Dang.
about the trash.
Sorry.
Yeah, heck, it was actually a good thing that these guys all respawned because we got 2 BOEs out of them.
Yeah.
That's everyone, right? That should be
Holy shit, Calcan.
assist.
Divine Storm goes burr.
Yes, it does.
Better go burr on council, Cal. Okay, stream. Stream seems okay. Are you okay, stream? Are you, you dropping your frames? Pick them up. Don't leave them on the floor. I think my mom's trying to watch stream, so hi mom, if you're watching stream. She doesn't have a Twitch account, so she can't comment. But I see you if you're here. Holy Moses. I'm freezing. I like can't move my hands, which is not good for raid. Did you feed the beasts? Oh, my MS right now is 524. I don't know. Regular. My world is 500 and my home is 430. Stream seems okay, so I don't know what was doing it. Do you think it was that? Cause it did stop like as soon as I walked inside. and I just thought that it was because my graphics went down to 2. I think I was outside of the entrance the whole time.
Any chance of getting some mage food after this fight?
Oh yes, I'm so sorry.
Let's reactivate this skip again.
Do you have those feasts? Thank you. I'm so cold. What the heck? It's freezing in my basement. Mado, why are you yelling at me?
That's the issue with having caps lock be your push to talk.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
what the fuck happened to this?
Wow.
What happened?
Is that the same one?
There's a shit ton
Oh.
of trash on the stairs.
E just got another. Okay, E and Jamon are banned from
That's
raid.
the same one.
Yeah, the exact
No.
same one.
E just got another one. Oh my goodness, I'm about to pass away.
Oh my goodness, I'm about to pass away.
What are you doing now?
Verbose World of Warcraft.
Too much
That's
trash.
wild. We haven't even fought a boss yet today, and there's already 3 pieces of loot.
Let's come activate this skip.
And it's all cloth.
Hold on, I'm making your table.
No, ones are back.
It's still cloth.
Made by a tailor.
But everyone can wear it.
Didn't have my nameplates on. I'm a pro gamer. Thanks, Dak! Dak's here watching stream. Someone should follow. I got new notification thingies. They look pretty cool. You should donate, you should follow, then you can see them. I'm not trying to extort you, you just want to see the new stream overlay, right?
Don't walk through. It'll take you to the
Yeah,
beginning.
don't walk through the
Oh,
mirror.
another one?
What the fuck?
Okay, what is happening?
I think when you down ads twice in a week, lots of BOE spawn? I don't know.
Dude, is that... Just go in, clear it, come out, go back in the next day and re-clear the ads?
We're no longer
That's what I
progression rating, we're just farming BOEs.
That's what I was doing with, what's that one place called? The Sunwell Plateau? I was trying to do that to get those Fellsteel Longblade plans, but it never worked.
Dak, if you're still watching for reference,
we
we've
still
been
gotta
in
go
here
back in there.
for like
Yeah, we do.
15 minutes. We haven't done a boss, we've just been doing trash, and that's the 4th BOE that's dropped. This is pretty nutty.
Does anybody have a tome? Sorry.
Lucky for you, I just loaded the guild bank with some new codexes that actually work.
Nice.
It's crazy that 2 of the same wrist and headpieces dropped though.
Look at me like guild leading and shit. Who would have thought? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Jamada.
Pick the better one.
Which one's the better one?
Hedonism, I think.
Hedonism, yeah.
Bigger stacks of stuff. Or something.
Or
It's like there's
appetizing if you
fondue,
want.
maybe?
Fondue.
Okay, then I will save those. Jamana, you can put yours down.
Is that
Yeah, I got like 8 more.
bananas in like meat with boiled eggs? Or like what's going on there? You see that stream? What is
So
that?
that's a thing.
banana on top, like a fruit platter, something that looks like a giant ass cookie, and then
just fish.
what is those bananas hanging out of like a bowl of shit?
That's what I just said. Is it meat with bananas and eggs?
It looks like some kind of pudding with sliced bananas on top and whole bananas sticking out of it.
Some warm ass pudding.
I'm ass pudding.
Warm ass pudding.
Okay, either way, I'm gonna start explaining now. Just kidding, I'm gonna mark first. Okay, here we go. Mado put down a codex, so if you need to change your talents or anything, do anything rested, just stand in that like little glowy thing on the floor. Yeah, they're sweet. I had some of the old ones from BFA in there, but you can't use them anymore, so they were useless.
Yeah. I think Haas has a whole stack of them.
Yeah. Okay, so first part, I believe there is a few people that haven't been in here before, so I'm just going to explain the whole thing. I'm sorry for people who have been here before. I will draw your attention to Kael'thas in the middle of the room. Basically, this is super healer intensive. The goal is to heal Kael'thas to full, and then the fight is over, so it's a bit different from the usual ones. Right beside Kael'thas's, or in front of his little platform there, you can see there's 4 soul pedestals. During the fight, you can click on this, and it kind of like drains a little bit of your soul and gives it to Kael'thas, so it does heal him. You can only one person can be doing this at a time, so if you are draining or using the souls, make sure that you don't like click on it while someone's already clicking it, because it will cancel out the person before you's cast. So you just need to pay attention and make sure that you're not like stopping someone else from using it. When you're using the pedestal, you only want to gain 3 stacks of the buff that it gives you. Otherwise, you'll be taking more damage than is like advised, because then your healers will have to stop healing Kael'thas and they'll have to start healing you instead. So it is just a little debuff that comes up on the side of your screen that you can see how many stacks you've taken, and once you hit 3, just move off of the thing and then someone else will pick up on it. At any point during the fight where there's like a lull, there's not too many ads, like whatever reason, you want to be on top of these soul pedestals, especially during the first little bit of the fight, because we want to push him quickly, because the longer he's alive, the worse it is, obviously, with everything else. So that's the soul pedestals. Then I'll just kind of go into the rest of the fight here. So he'll do like a phase 1, and then he'll do a phase 2, and then he'll do a phase 1 again, and then he'll do a phase 2 again, and then once we finish the second phase 2, that's when we'll win the fight. So the first phase 1 is 10% of his health, 10% to 45%. Healers, we want to be looking to push Kael'thas into phase 2 by about the 2-minute mark. So this is really important. DPS, you want to... oh, am I cutting out? Slim said I was cutting out.
You are quite a bit, yeah.
Oh. Should I go on your mic? Okay, I'm just gonna hop over and sit at Gar's computer and just explain on his so that you can get mine. I'll be right back, stream. You can listen to me over there. Okay, I'm here.
You sound different.
Sorry, guys. I totally forgot where I was.
You're
Yeah.
explaining the phases.
So
After the pedestal.
we want to push him into second phase. Hopefully before the 2-minute mark. So DPS, especially in the beginning here, we want to make sure that we're using the soul pedestals to help our healers out as much as possible. There are 6 types of ads that will spawn during the fight. Groups of the same ad usually spawn in together, and sometimes it'll overlap with other ad spawns. So all ads you kind of want to be grouped up together as much as possible for cleave. Tanks, if you guys want to kind of assign yourselves one side of the room, ads will frequently spawn like on opposite sides of the room at the same time. So if you kind of position yourself one for each side, then we'll be able to pick up all the ads as they come in. Healers, if you position yourselves towards the middle so you can kind of easily heal Kael'thas and the rest of the raid. This high torture Darathos, he's present in the beginning, but he'll never respawn. He needs to be tanked, and he'll occasionally channel something called Raider Castigation. It deals moderate shadow damage to players within 6 yards. So if you're marked with this, just make sure you like separate from your allies. He is low priority, as big as he is, just because his ability is kind of easy to negate. So if we don't get him down before the rest of the ads spawn, he's not a priority. We just want to cleave off of him when he's there. Rockbound Vanquishers, they'll spawn in the middle of the room, and they have 2 abilities. Concussive Smash deals damage to all players and increases the damage dealt by 25% each time. So as soon as the Rockbound Vanquishers are up, we want to burn them as quickly as possible. Tanks, you'll get dealt damage by Vanquishing Strike. It'll apply a stack of Vanquished. You want to taunt off of each other at 3 stacks. Bleakwing Assassins will spawn in groups of 4 to 6 at the edge of the room. They have 2 abilities. One is called Crimson Flurry. This marks several players, and they kind of teleport around. You need to make sure that you're spread as far away from each other as possible, because if you're marked with it, they'll kind of jump to you. It'll do damage to like anyone that's within your vicinity. And if too many players get them, we'll wipe. So we just need to make sure that we spread out. And once they reach 30%, they'll cast an ability called Return to Stone. When they finish that, they'll heal to full, and it can't be interrupted, so you need to move them like as soon as you see them doing Return to Stone. Otherwise, they'll just keep like healing, and we'll never get rid of them. Vile Occultists, they spawn in groups of 3 to 5 at the entrance. They have 3 different abilities. Vulgar Brand deals a burst of shadow damage and applies a debuff to a random player. Interrupt Vulgar Brand, otherwise people will hurt. And healers, if it does go off, you need to dispel that immediately. Scornful Blast also deals some damage, but it should be interrupted where possible, but it doesn't take priority over the other ability that he does. And sorry, I'm reading it off of my phone instead of my computer this time because my internet is shitty. Door of Shadows teleports the occultist to a random player and interrupt this if possible. Again, not a priority over top of the Vulgar Brand. When the Vile Occultist dies, it will spawn an NPC called an Essence Font, which is friendly to us. Healers, if you switch and heal them to full, they'll heal Kael'thas for 1.5% of his maximum health. So this is more efficient than just pumping heals into Kael'thas. So anytime you see an Essence Font pop up, switch your focus to that, heal it to full, and then it'll do like a burst of healing to Kael'thas. Pestering Fiends spawn in the middle of the group. There's about 8 of them. They only cast Shattering Ruby, which deals like pretty low damage. So just loosely spread, nuke them. They're definitely not high priority at all. Something called Soul Infusers spawn in groups, and they'll focus on the soul pedestals. They can't be tanked. They just need to be immediately CC'd and nuked down, because they will soul pedestals, so we don't want to let them do that, obviously, so that we don't lose any of the healing that we just did to them.
It also looks like when they die, they drop a healing buff, so please leave those for the healers.
They drop Infuser's Orb. It increases people's healing done by 200%, so
and
DPS don't pick them up, because you don't do big healing. It's kind of like the tanky thing in, what is her name? Vexiona. Not for you, don't pick it up. It's just for healers. And healers, if you see them, grab them right away and just pump those heals onto Kael'thas.
If we can, we can actually stack them for one particular healer. So, like, if we want Matto, who's doing the best healing, to pick them all up, they stack.
Oh, I did not know that. That might be a good strat if you grab them all, or if someone has like a big healing cooldown.
Yeah, the Infuser boon stacks.
Okay, sweet. So that's just a general overview of the ads. I'm sorry, there's a bunch of information for this fight. Once we heal him to 45%, we'll hit phase 2. And again, we want to try and hit this kind of at the 2-minute mark. There'll be a spot where there's not a lot of ads out. And we want to go into these second phases with as little ads as possible so that we don't have to worry about them. Because at phase 2, he'll spawn something called a Shade of Kael'thas. So regular Kael'thas can't be healed during this time, but all the damage that we do to the Shade will heal him. After you do 10% of the Shade's health, phase 1 will begin again. And then on the second time that we're doing the Shade, once we do 10% of his health, we win the fight. The ads won't spawn in this phase, so we want to try again and transition with as little ads as possible, and then nuke the ads down as quickly as possible once we go into this phase. Tanks, you want to face the Shade away from the raid, because he will do like this big thing called Burning Remnants, and we don't want DPS to get it, we just want tanks because it does big damage. So if you just rotate like counterclockwise around the room and keep him facing to the outside, and then the whole raid is just going to stack on his butt and do DPS, and we'll just keep moving like counterclockwise around the room like that. At 100 energy, he'll cast Blazing Surge, which is the big frontal cone. So tanks, we need to make sure at this point that the Shade is faced towards the wall, and then you sidestep that ability when he does it. If he is not facing the wall, we'll just try and call it out, and DPS just need to be prepared to move, just in case that's not angled appropriately. Something called Ember Blast will be marked on a random player, and it'll drop like a smoldering puddle on the floor. If just you soaks it, you'll receive lethal damage, so you'll like instantly die if it's just you. So what we're doing is we're all stacked up on the Shade's butt, and someone will get the Ember Blast. It'll drop on the ground, and then we'll all move counterclockwise away from it, stacked up as a group, so that everyone soaks it, and we're just kind of moving, because it also leaves puddles on the floor as we go. And then the only other thing to look out for during that Shade phase is a Reborn Phoenix. There's like 2 or 3 of them, I think. They will fixate on random players, and it'll move towards them slowly. So ranged, you just need to like stun them, slow them, and range needs to focus that down so that melee can just focus on Kael'thas, and we can all try and stay stacked up in that group for the Blazing Surge. If you have the Phoenix, try and stay in the group for like as long as you possibly can, but don't let the Phoenix hit you, and don't drag the Phoenix into the group. So if it's getting close to the group, you're unfortunately just gonna have to walk away. And ranged, we just need to focus and pay attention. That if someone who has the Phoenix and is not in the group has that Blazing Surge, we need to do our best to go and jump and stand on them. And that's it. Is there any questions before I go back to my computer? Sweet. I love no questions. Okay, I'm moving back over. Hi stream, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go over and explain Gar's computer. They said I was cutting out, so I just wanted to make sure that everybody got the full extent of my explanation. Oh, Danny donated. Thank you so much. Did you guys see the new thing? I missed it. I can't believe I missed it. Did it look good? Okay, hopefully I'm not cutting out during the fight. That would suck. I think during our break, I'm just going to reset my internet and see if that helps. We're just going to grab skis, I think, to heal.
Yeah, and double check, make sure he's not in a run.
Oh, I'm out of breath. So much explanation.
I think he's running something.
Okay, let's just try and do a pull then.
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah, is there any questions before we go? Please feel free to ask them. Oh yeah, I'm lagging hardcore.
You guys, I'm about to hatch.
Healers, did everybody see what I posted was 40%? I mean, I know you have the percent, but it's like a little over 2 mil. I'll put it in there again.
Do you think it's just my Wi-Fi card? Like the Wi-Fi card, or my whole computer needs to reset? Okay. My latency is 700. I'll just do this poll and see how it is, but if it's crazy, then I'll have to restart, and we'll have to restart the stream again. Thank you for the donation, Dunny. You're like funding
Looks like
my whole
Jazz
stream
wants to know
here.
who's going to interrupt the casters to bring them to the middle.
Anybody
Right.
who can, ranged.
Yeah, the vile occultists, they just like cast, so they don't come into the middle. So ranged or anyone that's near them, if you just interrupt their cast, they'll just run into the middle so that the tanks can pick them up.
I'll take the 2 on the left.
Alrighty. On either of you, White or Jaguar. I'm gonna have to restart my freaking internet. That's so annoying.
When you want Lust?
On pull.
You got it.
Wait, just kidding.
Alright.
On the second phase too.
Okay, just call it out and I'll do it.
Okay.
Pulling. Oh, there we go.
I think I'm gonna have to restart my internet. That is really irritating.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah. My lag is so bad. Make sure we're trying to interrupt that vulgar brand that the occultists are doing.
If you're DPS and you haven't clicked a pedestal, go do it.
Please do so, yep.
But again, make sure you don't steal it from someone else. So you can see, ideally, we want to be pushing him to phase 2 here, which is quite fast. Oh yeah, I'm lagging so bad. So if you haven't channeled the soul pedestal, please go do that. Make sure you go up to 3 stacks.
Passing 40%.
Yeah, we're gonna phase him with all these ads.
Alright.
Sorry, that's partly my fault. My calls are not on time because my lag is incredibly bad. Why is my lag so bad? Why? Okay, so the shade is up, or is coming. So we're all going to want to stack on his butt. Let's get these assassins and everyone down as fast as possible. You can see the phoenixes are up. So take the shade to the edge of the room.
Those. Move away from them.
Taunt swap.
And everybody make sure we're stacked on the shade's butt.
Beware.
And take him like right out to the edge of the room. So that his face is like in the wall.
No, you want to soak that.
Yeah, this is gonna be white for sure.
Beware.
Pedestal debuffs are resetting.
You want to be in the group with that blast.
Beware.
Ember Blast is a soak.
Perfect. So this is ideally how we want to be from the start. We're just going to stay and move slowly around the room on his butt and make sure we're stacked up.
Swap.
Beware.
So phase 1 again.
So again, DPS, make sure that we have the debuff for the pedestals.
Make sure to kill and CC these soul infusers.
There's 3 pedestals free, and the infusers are up.
Swap.
We want to make sure we're CCing them if we can, guys. Because you can see they're casting on the thingies.
If you're attacking the vanquishers, you should be attacking the soul infusers.
Okay, soul infusers are down. Again, if you don't have that debuff, go channel the pedestals. I should probably have my AoE legendary on, honestly.
Swap.
This is bad. Well, it's not bad. It's not great.
Cultists are up.
Swap if you can.
Focus the vanquisher, cleave the occultist.
Make sure we're interrupting Vulgar Brand.
If your pedestal buff falls off, make sure you get it again.
Let's slow healing on Kilthos. We don't want to go... We don't want the shade right now.
Do we want to get a res on Tiger?
Yeah.
Got it. Sorry, it took so long. Let's just wait until we had 2 available.
No worries.
This is probably gonna be a wipe, but it was a good first one.
Stinging.
Yeah. The soul infusers are up.
Should we just wipe it, or?
Yeah.
Swap.
Yeah, my internet is so bad.
Yeah, there's way too many ads up.
Just lay down, fall asleep. I'm gonna redo my Wi-Fi card while we're wiping, so I will be right back. I'm probably gonna disconnect from everything. Would you mind doing that?
Ooh, pod tender.
Mass res incoming.
You'll love to
Oh,
see it.
I
That was
live!
a really good time for me